Good morning, everybody. We got some beautiful weather, but it's just rainy. Boy, I am not complaining. No, no, no. Mother Nature has been helping me so much in the last few days. Watering plants, and all I've had to do is I've been keeping some nutrients mixed up. I've got a couple of jugs of nutrients that are just sitting in there waiting, so I don't need any today. Probably not tomorrow. Probably the next 2 or 3 days. If it rains again, I will come out and spray during the rain. And that's been so nice. After almost a constant year of watering and feeding and watering and feeding and watering and feeding, I heard somebody talking about the commitment that it takes to grow orchids, the dedication it takes because of the amount of time and just keeping an eye on them and sun and light and et cetera, et cetera. For tough plants in our environments, we just have to baby them a little bit sometimes. But it can get complicated because of environments and people's setups. But I've been relishing in this Mother Nature's assistance. Boy. Just a quick update today. Sorry for the lack of communication and content. Just, it's not that I'm busy. It's just takes a lot of time just to deal with things sometimes. These guys are doing really good. They were in a damp mix when I potted them, and I'm not going to really disturb them. I'm just going to leave them alone, and I'm not adding water or anything. They're getting some bright light and lots of airflow, and I'm just letting them sit, do their thing. That fowl that was hanging up here next to this one, I think I showed this. I took it out, put it in that little net pot with some rocks so it wouldn't fall over. And even though moss was the issue to begin with, I put some moss on it just to help it hydrate because it's so warm out here and it doesn't have good roots to begin with. So, but it's definitely has some nice green roots. It is hydrating. The plant looks really, really good. When I was looking at it, I noticed it's got new root tips. Brand new green root tips, gray roots. Oh, there's another one. Nice green tip on it. So we've got new roots with green tips. So things are happening. I'm really happy I didn't cut that flower spike off now. I was hoping it was just the pH issue, and because of that, it couldn't absorb calcium. So once the pH issue is corrected, it's now able to absorb calcium. Roots are growing again, and I get to enjoy the blooms. So hopefully that's going to continue that way, and it is going in the positive direction, so I'm not going to mess with it if it's not broke. Even if I didn't grow these, they're beautiful. I'll take them. Everybody looks really, really good. I just kind of swap them out every day or two. I'm swapping the ones that are up on top down for the lower ones, kind of moving things around, so when it does rain and they get splashed down here, it splashes up about halfway, and so if I kind of move things around, some can get splashed and then stay up and dry for a couple of days, and some can come down and stay in the splash zone a little bit. Everybody's doing really, really well. New growths. Lots of roots. That's growing onto its mount. I see little green tips growing onto the wood, so that's a good sign. Lots of growth on that nodosa. Remember, I had to take that off that piece of red oak and pot it back up. Mount it back up, and it's on a nice piece of cypress, but it put out 1, 2, 3, 4 nice fat growths coming out of it. Some nice roots starting to drop down. It'll get roots attached. It'll get out. It's got lots of new growth coming out, so it's getting more light, airflow, etc. Again, not a lot today, just a quick update. Everybody looks good. The beast. I'm waiting for the final canopy parts. They should be delivered today. Sorry about that. I knew there was something else before I make everybody real dizzy. I need the last couple of pieces, and then I can put this up. It won't take but an afternoon. Although I don't want to put it up in lightning or in a thunderstorm. So I'm going to have to wait and get some assistance, a little bit of assistance with it probably. I hope I don't have to do it by myself, but we'll manage. We'll manage. It's really easy stuff to work with, and after I got it, as I'm putting it together, I'll show more of it. But for right now, I'm just waiting for the parts. And the shade cloth itself has still not arrived, so I may have a frame up and no shade cloth, but every step. I guess before I go, I could show you those plants. Yeah, I've just got some of them sitting on the wall. I've actually been enjoying Roger's videos the last couple of days. I've gone back and watching some of them more than once. I think I'm up to number 3. He's put out like 4 or 5 videos where he's documenting his orchids, and I think that's a wonderful idea. I think that's a great idea to go back and look at the growth and stuff on them. I think that's great. And with all mine being little babies, I think that's a great idea too. I may follow in his footsteps and follow his advice. That's not what this is about. I'm actually cutting ties and stuff off. I've got a whole pile of them over here. Originally where the plants were potted and stuff. I just go back occasionally and adjust and cut some things off. I'm not a professional at keeping these guys tied up. There's some people who can take wire and really do a job with these guys. I just take that green tie and pull it up to that wire. I put that wire in every one of my pots. It comes in handy for everything, for keeping those growths upright and everything. And the reason I do that is not for the looks. It's more for the limited space I have in my shade house and in my house and in my sunroom that they're going in and on the shelves everywhere, etc. Once they get long enough, I just kind of watch them and eyeball them. Like this one's going to get tied up today because like it's long enough. If you tie it up when it's too short, you'll break them or cause them to snap sometimes or grow weird. Wait till they get some length to them and they're still flexible, well watered, well hydrated. This is BLC Memorial Grant Eichler Lynette. Really pretty grower. Has two new big growths on it. Doing really, really well. Love this one. This is I'm gonna let y'all do that one. POT Pocky Pocky Carmella. It's in pea gravel also. A couple of big, huge growths on it. Doing really, really well. Again, trying to tie them up, take advantage of that upright shape that they naturally have. I love that. I love that. LC Busy Bev Blue Jewel. I hate pulling these tags out because you never get them back in. Never. It's just finishing up this one right here, which has done really, really well. Bigger than the rest, and it's got another great big one coming out. And I just pulled it back earlier today to get it pulled back up. It was growing over here up underneath the leaf, so I'm kind of tugging it back just a little bit. I'll just watch it. One of the little bag babies from last summer. This was LC Sagaret Wax Silk Ball Red Cluster. This is the one that squirrel snapped off that cane, that bulb on us. But it's got new growth here, and it grew that one over the winter, so it's got a couple of growths on it. Still a little plant, but doing real nice. I like the upright part of it, and it seems like it's going to be easy to train. Not too bad. This is the very first Cattleya I ever got over a year ago. Cattleya Island Charm Elizabeth. I just love the upright part on this again, the shape of it. Getting some really bright light on this guy. Looks like a little bit of a sheath maybe possibly down in there. We'll see. Hope so. I've never had it blend before. Really pretty one. Love the growth on it. This is RLC Giraffip Sugi Volcano Queen. Probably not even close. But this one will get tied up. You see, it's got a growth that's just about ready. Just about right length. So, and again, I'm just trying to take advantage of their shape, natural shape. I wish y'all could smell the air right now. There's these hydrangeas are all in bloom, and it's just incredible right now, especially with the light rain. We're getting a little mist sometimes, and it's humidity's in the air. Then we're getting that warm sun pop through every once in a while, and it's warming things up, and they're putting off their oils, and it's just beautiful outside right now. I'll get carried away, sorry. But there's a few of them anyway. I need to go back and do a proper introduction and, kind of go over them real good and show all the new growths and everything and the roots and all the other stuff and kind of put them on record, put some details down, I guess. I'd like to be able to do that. Anyway, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, cutting off all the old ties and retying what needs to be tied. Sometimes I don't have to tie them. I can just stick a clip on a leaf next to it and see like that, and it just holds it in place. That's what I've done here with these two, and it's got them going vertical. These two I've got tied just loosely. It's just loosely, no twisted or anything, just loosely tied around, but that metal stake really comes in handy for that. Even long after the bloom's gone, it comes in handy for holding those new canes up. I can reach over and grab an old cane or a new cane coming up and pull it back over. Really comes in handy. Can't recommend doing something like that enough. Let me get to it or I'll just keep rambling. This was supposed to be a short video, remember? Have a wonderful day, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks always for the kind words. I really, really appreciate it. And have a wonderful day. Get out and work in your garden.